Hey guys, this is Brilicus Gaming here, bring you part 2 of my Let's Play Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Now, you guys remember the last part, we just got done with the Omega base, completing the Omega base. Now, before we do the next mission, which takes us to Atlantis, we're going to do finish a few side quests.
Ah, my cybernetic helmet. Thanks, I owe you one. The mutant amplifier vastly augments any mutant's natural power. So a psychic that can lift a book will become powerful enough to lift a bus.
But psychics are already that powerful to begin with.
Yes, but it has some serious side effects. The amplifier causes damage to the DNA of any mutant it's used on. Not much. The serum's only worked on Captain America. There's something very peculiar about his physique. That, plus the doctor who originally developed it, is dead. He'd wind up with a bunch of muscle-bound beasts, just like you saw in the Omega. They're psychotic, violent, and unable to take orders. Not exactly what you'd want from an army. Ah, there's no problem at all.
That takes care of that. Stop division.
Thank you for the decryption module. Now I can patch directly into the SHIELD database.
I know I forgot to do something before I left for the Omega base.
Namor is the first known hybrid of Homo sapiens and Homo mermanus, humans and merpeople. He can breathe water and air, but if he's away from water too long, he will begin to weaken.
Now that's the thing about Namor. That is true, but if my teacher, my old middle school teacher, he's the one that got me into Marvel. His name is Dave Blum. He told me that Reed Richards made him a suit. It's like a suit it's like a full-on suit, because before he just wore like, I guess, some briefs or whatever, or wore some tidy greeny whatever, like pants things, or I don't know what you call them, but he had this suit that he wore that like had wings underneath the arms. That was like a suit that Reed Richards made him that allowed him to breathe air for a little while longer, if I remember correctly.
As with most merpeople, he has an inborn distrust of surface dwellers, and true to his belligerent nature, Namor can take his distrust to the extreme.
Which I find very weird. Dude, you're part human, yet you are distrustful of humans, yet you're part human.
The Atlanteans are distant cousins to your race. Having evolved on the ocean floor, it is impossible for them to breathe air. Because they live in the extreme conditions of the ocean, merpeople are very hardy. They are stronger than humans, can swim up to 30 miles per hour, and live to be over 150 years of age. I am glad to be of assistance.
Which explains why Namor was around during World War II. Because yeah, like during World War II, Namor, he was part of a team that was fighting against the Nazis, and he met Black Panther's grandfather, the one that fought Captain America and beat him. He met him and it was basically like trying to work out a deal with Namor, but Namor was being stubborn, so they blew this dust in his face that caused him to have to struggle with breathing on land for a bit, and and basically if he didn't agree, he wouldn't get no water. If he did agree, he'd get water, and you know the story.
Well done on the Omega mission. Will you have the same success in Atlantis? SHIELD's directive is to keep the world peace. To do that, we have to monitor the activities of every major civilization. I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy, and that's why they aren't going to find out about it. We realize now that Doom had no intention of commandeering the helicarrier. They attacked to draw additional security forces there. Correct. The Omega and the experiments it held was their prime objective all along. Dugan's still trying to sort things out, but apparently the base sustained only minor damage. Yes, they'd been locked in a cold storage unit on level 3. Aside from some minor cases of frostbite, everyone was fine.
I wonder what will count as minor frostbite. Let me know in the comments if you guys know.
You're welcome.
Alright, that takes care of that. Let's talk to Black Widow.
We just received a message from Namorita, the cousin of Namor. Apparently, there is a riot going on in Atlantis. Unknown, but for some reason, the Atlanteans have forcibly removed Namor from his throne. Yes, which means something is seriously wrong. See Wyatt when you are ready to go to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s outpost in Atlantis. We do not know. He has been a fair and just ruler for many years. The people love him. Perhaps, but Namor has always been kind to his people. There has to be some other explanation for hysteria. When Mer people and surface dwellers first met, there was quite a bit of hostility. There were even several invasion attempts. The relationship between our two races is lukewarm at best. The Mer people prefer to keep us at arm's distance. Once you reach our Atlantis outpost, you will be infected with a special nanotechnology. Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Pym had a hand in developing it. It will allow you to breathe water with no discomfort. You will also be able to move along the bottom of the ocean, as if you were moving on dry land. You are quite welcome.
Colonel Fury's Red Room is on line 6. Warning. A small thermonuclear device is missing, and this is the last seed in the weapons lab.
Welcome, and good day to you. I am Edwin Jarvis, personal butler to Mr. Anthony Stark. This area is where Mr. Stark carries out the research and development of his Iron Man suit. As you can imagine, the body armor has become so complex that a staff of technicians is required. You may walk around and inspect the facilities. I believe you'll already find several of your compatriots here.
The name's Jack Hammer, but you can call me Weasel. Everyone does. Yeah, and don't worry, I came in through the back. No one saw me. Wyatt Wingfoot gave me a damaged laptop. Said you heroes wanted to know what data was on it. Yeah, that laptop holds security information for a building called the Imperium. I can find out, but you'll have to get me the password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. Oh, there's 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
Ah, splendid. You located the missing cufflink. It was a gift from Miss Virginia Potts when she had been Mr. Stark's secretary. It was my pleasure.
Has Tony Stark got it made or what? He's rich, he's a genius, and to top it all off, he's got the perfect mustache. Gee, I can't see why. Dr. Doom's in control of an army of supervillains, and the Black Widow is working for him. Are you off your meds? The only thing that would make this worse is if the Earth were destroyed to make way for an intergalactic highway.
He found out my secret. He knows too much.
Of course she is. Hey, I've been at this superhero game long enough to know that the hot chicks always turn evil. Probably because evil pays better.
He's got a point.
If one of Nick's little S.H.I.E.L.D. agents is turned to the dark side, then Nicky'll have to figure it out for himself. No, it isn't.
Oh, this bit.
If you finish that sentence, I'm gonna put so much web in your hair, you'll have to shave your head.
Wow, Spidey, don't need to chew my head off, man.
Sure.
Alright, let's go up here. Now, for those that don't know, this armor here, this is based off of Iron Man's Ultimate appearance, like his appearance in Marvel Ultimate, or like the Ultimate comic books. This is based off his, I think his 60s or 70s appearance. From everybody, because I remember that's, looks like, Iceman and Sue have fused together. Now this is the standard armor that we all know and love. This is like his regular modern appearance. And there's Wolverine. And there's no armor here. Okay.
I've heard people complaining about S.H.I.E.L.D. since we got back from the Omega. I'm telling you, it's gotta stop. I trust Nick Fury. He's pulled my fat out of the fire more times than I can remember. Look, Fury does what he has to keep the world safe. He ain't always got the luxury of playing by the rules.
Which is weird coming from Wolverine, especially what he's went through.
I've known her for a while. She's always been good in a fight. And Fury trusts her.
And I think Wolverine, I think when Fury says when Wolverine says he's known her for a while, I think he's known her for a while, if you guys know what I mean. I think in the comics they were a thing for a bit. I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
Unless that meathead weasel comes up with better evidence, I ain't believing nothing against the Black Widow. Of course I am. He's been loyal to me. After all the trouble I had with the Hand recently, I owe Fury my life 12 times over. Let's just say that evil bunch of psychos got hold of me and turned me into their assassin. It caused a lot of people a lot of pain. But Fury helped me out, kept me alive. And I'll never forget that.
At least he'll remember that, at least.
Sure thing, bub.
Steve Blum, like Ross69 said yesterday, the man is a legend. Can't imagine anyone else voicing Wolverine. Except Hugh Jackman, but other than that, I can't imagine anyone else. Now here is my favorite Marvel superhero of all time. Hey, Weasel, you alright, man?
I must admit, I find news of a S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost near Atlantis very intriguing. Now I know the extent S.H.I.E.L.D. is willing to go to gather information on countries with closed borders. Indeed it does. And now I wonder if perhaps S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have an outpost hidden there.
The think Cap shield is being wonky right now.
We have the largest department in the world. To open our borders would be an invitation to those who would conquer us. Over the centuries, fools have tried. But the Black Panther is always there to stop them.
Yep, many have tried to invade Wakanda, even Ulysses Claw's, like in the original comics that came out in the 70s. Claw himself tried to invade Wakanda, tried to get vibranium, but King T'Chaka said no, so he killed him and tried to take the vibranium anyway. In the in the new, I guess you could say, new storyline that I forgot what year it came out. This was when I was in middle school, so I say around 2007, I believe. I could be wrong, 2006, 2007. But in the new comics, like Claw, he was an assassin and he wanted to get revenge on King T'Chaka and the Wakandans in general, because the Black Panther, during his great-grandfather's time, he tried to invade Wakanda and he was killed, and the only thing that was left of him was a foot in his boot.
Indeed I am. Victor Von Doom has created a sizable army of supervillains. I don't know, but Doom must have a truly grand scheme to risk attacks on the helicarrier and the Omega base. You are quite welcome.
I know seeing the Super Soldier project has raised some concerns about S.H.I.E.L.D., but let's get all the facts before we cause any trouble. I think S.H.I.E.L.D. has a lot to deal with, and sometimes it makes mistakes, but historically, it's done a great job of keeping the peace. I saw they were testing out a new version of the Super Soldier Serum. The same type of drug that gave me my strength and agility. Yes. During World War II, I volunteered for Operation Rebirth. It was a program for creating physically superior soldiers. I exceeded their expectations. Unfortunately, Dr. Erskine, the man who developed the drugs, was killed, and no one's been able to recreate his work. I have to admit, things sound kind of suspicious. Like, why was she carrying that laptop during the attack on the helicarrier? No. I'd need a lot more evidence before I'd say something like that about the Black Widow. Anytime, friend.
Now, I hear someone who is pretty adamant that Black Widow's up to no good.
The Black Widow is up to something, I just know it. Did you see how nervous she was on the helicarrier? Sure looks like it. She must have been trying to get that laptop to the enemy during the helicarrier battle.
And we're about to find out why in a minute.
Yes. That laptop shows all security systems for the building. And from the looks of those systems, the Imperium must hold something valuable. Not yet. She's his second in command. We're going to need some pretty strong evidence to shake Fury's faith in her. Yes. Colonel Fury's trust doesn't come easily, and once given, it's nearly impossible to break. Okay, so Daredevil and I were close several years back, and the Black Widow and Daredevil were close not so long ago.
See? Little jealousy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, she is.
I'm long over Daredevil. If he can find happiness with the Black Widow, I wish them both the best.
Don't believe her, she's lying.
You're welcome.
She still wants Daredevil. I mean, come on. They've been together for...
Stark towers of beauty, isn't she? I consider her one of my greatest achievements.
Like, see, in my opinion, as much as I like the idea of Daredevil and Black Widow being a thing, I just can't imagine Daredevil being with anyone except Elektra. That probably sounds weird, but that's my opinion.
No problem. Our little task force needed a base, so it seemed like the thing to do. I wasn't worried about the cost. That is, until S.H.I.E.L.D. and I had our little disagreement. More like they had trouble with me. I wanted out of the weapons business. I can't tell you how many breach of contract suits they filed. That was just the beginning. Suddenly I had trouble getting building permits, filing patents. Don't get me started on how my taxes changed. I'm not sure exactly. One morning I realized I needed to do more than just amass wealth. I wanted to help people, and weapons aren't that helpful. You really don't need that many billions to get by. No, my life's taking a new course. I want to be remembered for helping lives, not destroying them. Anytime, my friend. Anytime at all.
Now, that's the thing. I don't know how different his origin story is in the Earth 1610 universe, which is the ultimate Marvel universe. But in the original in the main universe, 616 universe, it's like he wanted to get out of the weapons business because just like in the first MCU movie, Iron Man, he was captured by terrorists, and he saw what damage his weapons was causing, and he saw who benefited the most from his weapons, and he decided, I'm going to stop doing this. I can't. These people are using my weapons and abusing what they do, and it's all my fault. I'm just selling the weapons, not caring what happens afterwards. So that's why I became Iron Man. Now you'll see, and now let's see the simulators, and I'm going to tell you it's Iron Man. Yep, see, Iron Man. Let's do it. The Invincible Iron Man.
While I was testing experimental equipment in a foreign land, a booby trap went off, sending shrapnel into my heart. I woke up to discover I'd been taken prisoner. My captor refused to give me any medical attention unless I created new weapons for him.
Oh, I guess it is kind of the same.
So in secrecy, I created a suit of armor with a built-in pacemaker that kept me alive. I wound up using the armor to help me escape. And while that was the first adventure of Iron Man, I've had many others that were even more exciting. Like the time I had to face Ultimo.
Defeat Ultimo within 20 minutes. Alright.
guess you didn't know who you were messing with.
Blah, 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 blah. And the thing that I like about Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is that he looks so much like Tony Stark. I can't imagine anyone playing him except Robert Downey Jr. now. I mean, he just looks so much like the comic book Tony Stark. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm dead. Oh, they got me. Ooh. Let's try this again. Hopefully I'll do better. Gonna have to skip the dialogue. Yeah, booby trap, yeah, all that good stuff we already know.
Okay, so who's next?
The reason why I'm doing this is because these guys, they're just going to keep coming. There. Still got low health, but it's better than being near those guys. Ultimo. The Mandarin. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Mandarin created Ultimo.
Looks like another one of your oversized toys, Mandarin. I'll put it down as easily as I have the others.
It's enriched titanium casing is laced with vibranium, and the servo motors are 300% stronger than the previous model.
Is that a fact? Then I guess I'm going to have to think outside the box for this fight.
You shall soon learn the foolishness of such bravado.
And now I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the Shang-Chi movie and are wondering about the Mandarin, but in actuality, in the comics, Shang-Chi is not the son of the Mandarin. He's really the son of another character, but Marvel, I guess they made a good call because the name of Shang-Chi's father, it's very, I guess you could say, racist and stereotype, very stereotypical, that it's not very good. It's kind of like what they did with M'Baku and Black Panther. Well, I mean, it's very much exactly like that. Because in the comics, Shang-Chi's father, his name is Fu Manchu. So yeah, that is a very, I guess, like, I'm not guess, but racist name for those of Asian descent, particularly of Chinese descent. It was a name that was used in, I think, the 40s in a different movie. It was like basically kind of like those racist movies of like kind of like blackface, but except it was they had like a Caucasian person, a European, pretending to be Asian, and just with the whole buck teeth and stuff like that. Very racist and everything. So Marvel used the name Fu Manchu as the name of the villain for that was Shang-Chi's father. Oh, sorry, I'm scratching my eye. Well, I'm not scratching my eye. I'm scratching the sleepies out. I'm getting the sleepies out of my eyes. So yeah, it was very racist, very a terrible name to use. So that's why they switched that's why they switched Fu Manchu with the Mandarin in the Shang-Chi movie. Because trust me, guys, if they used that name, that movie would have got canceled and would not have premiered at all. Probably would have went straight to DVD, just like The Interview did. Oh, ow. And when I say M'Baku, like that, the dude from Black Panther, in the comics, his name was Man-Ape. And as you can see, and as you can tell, back in the day, during the much worser times for African Americans, which was the colonial period, all the way to the it's still a little bad now, but not nearly as bad as it was. Never mind, just forget what I'm saying. But yeah, we couldn't use the word Man-Ape. They couldn't use the word Man-Ape for M'Baku. That would have been extremely racist, and it would not have worked out. Not have worked at all. Come on, almost. You're done, Ultimo. I say you're done. There. But he's beaten you so many times in the comics.
Say goodnight, Mandarin. You lost again.
Okay, as you can see, I did not get anything, so yeah. Oh yeah, and that is Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel as she's also known as. That was her original costume before it was switched to what it is now. Now, before we leave for for Atlantis, we're gonna do that thing for Weasel.
Welcome, my friend. Do you require information? I know it's a name Colonel Fury would just as soon forget. Jacob Fury was so jealous of his older brother's success that he turned to a life of crime. Yes, and to make matters worse, the Colonel was forced to kill Jacob. So you can see why Colonel Fury does not care to dwell on that name. I would suggest you talk to the Black Widow about that name.
Okay.
I am glad to be of assistance.
Alright, now let's go talk to Black Widow.
Greetings. Welcome. I would not say that name too loud. He is a leader of Hydra, and a longtime nemesis of Colonel Fury. You should ask Colonel Fury about Mr. Jones. You are quite welcome.
Well done on the Omega mission. Gabe? Heck yes. He's a great guy. Back in the day, he was one of my Howling Commandos. He still is. Gabe's one of my top advisors. He saved me from making serious mistakes more times than I care to remember. You're welcome.
Okay, before we head back there and give Weasel the password for Gabriel Jones, let's switch out. Gonna switch out. Yeah, get Deadpool for this one, and you'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. Moon Knight. You know what?
Why not? Okey-doke.
All right. Hey, Weasel.
Weasel, old buddy. I haven't seen you in weeks. Where have you been hiding?
This is why I'm doing this.
In the hospital, you stabbed me in the leg. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. But I had to. You were trying to eat the last cheesy puff.
It was my bag of cheesy puffs.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the roommates, I believe.
Well, that's not how I remember it.
Yeah, when it comes to Deadpool, do not get, here's one thing you don't get, here's a couple things you don't get in the way of when it comes to him. Money, women, chimichangas, pancakes, and apparently cheesy puffs. Cheesy puffs. And anything else that he randomly thinks of. Basically, stay away from Deadpool. You'll live longer.
Thanks. When you get back from Atlantis, I'll have all the information you need. Sure. Anytime.
Got it.
Alright, that takes care of that. Now we are going to go to Atlantis.
Could I ask a big favor of you? Would you ask Dr. Pimp if he could take a look at the Quinjet's data feed to Stark Tower? It cuts out every once in a while. Anytime at all, friend.
I'm gonna do this now, just to, you know, get it out of the way, so that way so when I come back, I won't have to worry about it.
Hi, it's good to see you. Do you need something? Ah, that's right. The Quinjet's comm line to the Stark Tower was cutting out. I'll take care of that right away. Ah, there's no problem at all.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Alright.
Are you kidding? Mr. Stark built this jet as tough as they come. No problem. She's completely submersible.
Listen up, people. We've been sent here to investigate a situation in Atlantis.
What kind of situation we talking about here, Cap?
An hour ago, Namorita sent a message saying a riot's taking place. A crowd broke into the throne room of Atlantis and dragged Namor off his throne.
Why would the Atlanteans riot? They love Namor.
I don't know. Namorita had to stop transmitting before she could give any details.
How are we to handle a mission in the undersea conditions of Atlantis?
There's nanotechnology at this outpost that will let us breathe and move normally through the water. I want to remind you, the Atlanteans aren't exactly big fans of us surface dwellers.
What if they become violent?
Defend yourselves. We have to help Namor any way we can. He's a valuable ally. That's it. Let's be careful out there.
And pose.
Good. Locate the nano chamber and activate it. Once the nanites are in your bloodstream, you're free to enter the water.
surface dwellers seek to invade our home. Yes, Namor is a friend of the surface dwellers. And for that, he had to pay. Now, you will too.
Watching you fall on your face.
Namor, you okay? You're not looking so good.
Gone, X-Men. I do not require your aid. My people need me. I must save them.
I hate to say it, but you look like the one who needs saving.
Namor, you have to rest. Here, take this medicine. Don't worry, Iceman. The drugs only rendered him unconscious.
Whoa, is he gonna be mad when he wakes up, huh?
True. But right now you must go to the Temple of Negretti. There you'll find plants that will help me heal Namor.
That'd be cool. Have you got any idea what's going on around here, though? Why is everybody so loco?
My people are being brainwashed by devices called sonic emitters. With them, Atuma was able to take the throne of Atlantis.
Well, don't let a frown wrinkle that pretty face, Namorita. We'll take care of the sonic emitters and get rid of Atuma.
You've got that right. The Guardians are trained to protect the temple against all invaders, surface dwellers in particular. You need to find an extremely rare plant known as Whalic seaweed. It's very valuable and will be well protected.
You've had it.
How's that feel, Chief? Wow, I think I just got stronger. I enjoyed watching you fall on your face.
Okay, what now?
That is an Eye of Negretti. Take it. The priests of the temple use them to open locks.
Since you went down to the
All I ever wanted to do was get into space. I studied very hard and invested a lot of my family's fortune into building a rocket ship. But when the project was about to be shut down, I boarded the ship along with Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, and her brother Johnny. Just when we made it to outer space, we were quickly hit by a radiation storm that caused us to crash. Then we discovered the radiation had changed us, given us superpowers. And that is how we became the Fantastic Four. Since then, we've dealt with many problems. Some big, some small, and some that were downright unusual. Like the time I faced Bulldozer in Murder World. All I ever wanted to do, but when the since all I ever wanted, but since
The humans are here!
Quick! Somebody take a picture!
Good. Get back here fast. That seaweed doesn't last long after it's picked. Let me open up a whirlpool for you. It'll bring you right back to my location.
Namorita, here's the ingredients you asked for. How's Namor?
He'll be much better now that I have this.
What has happened? And what are you doing here, Sue Richards?
We came to help you, Namor. Your old enemy Atuma has stolen your throne and enslaved Atlantis.
Though I am pleased to see you, I have no need for your help. I am quite capable of dealing with Atuma on my own.
You're still very weak. Please, just this once, let us help you.
Atlantis is my responsibility. I'll not let outsiders protect her.
We've been friends a long time, Namor. Trust me when I say that you need to rest. Let us handle Atuma.
I do value your counsel, Sue. For you are as wise as you are beautiful. And though I am loath to admit it, I am not at the peak of my strength. Very well. I will allow it. Once again, Sue, you have proven to be one of the few surface dwellers I consider a friend. Perhaps there is some way I can thank you.
You don't have to thank me, Namor. Just be sure to get some rest. Come on, team. Let's find Atuma and set Atlantis free.
You're near the sonic emitters. They're what's making the Atlanteans so violent. Be very careful now. Atuma would not leave the devices unguarded.
I believe these surface dwellers intend on destroying the sonic emitters, Krang.
Then these humans are as foolish as they are weak, my cousin. They stand no chance against our combined might.
True, but I do savor a chance for battle. I grow bored guarding these devices.
As do I. But acting as guards has put us in Atuma's good graces.
And down the road, who is to say what might happen to King Atuma, eh, cousin?
My feelings exactly. Now let us dispose of these interlopers and prove to Atuma just how trustworthy we are.
I'm running low on health.
Oh man, I feel wounded.
You're near the Sonic.
You know what's good.
This villain is chillin'.
I believe these surface dwellers intend on destroying the sonic emitters, Krang.
Then these humans are as foolish as they are weak, my cousin. They stand no chance against true my...
Well, if you say so. And now I'm better at doing whatever it is Wolverine does.
Wolverine.
To the defeat of Dr. Doom.
Gonna get worse, bub. Stay down. Anybody else want some? Stand up. I'm just getting started. Anybody else want some?
Thank you. You have saved my life. I am forever in your debt. No, I must repay you. Here is the combination to a safe located in a nearby sunken submarine. Please, use it and take whatever you find.
Sonic emitters destroyed, my people will eventually return to normal. Now you should get to the throne room of Atlantis as fast as you can. Yes, and who knows what he'll do when he finds out you're ruining his plans.
See you around, sucker.
Let's go punch somebody! liking this.
I know I'm missing. Oh, there he goes.
These must be the ones who've been causing you so much trouble. Indeed. And they will pay for their transgressions. Your devotion to Namor is pitiful, surface dwellers. He is lost, and as foretold in the Atlantean Chronicles, I will be the ruler of Atlantis.
Gonna have to look that up, see if this is true.
Don't worry about these idiots, Atuma. Your loyal minions are more than happy to take care of them.
Oh, wait. Don't tell me. Is that thing orb still there? Yep, it's still there. Alright, through here. Let's unlock these doors. Oh, they just never quit, do they?
Wish we could have been friends.
Let's go get this. Keep swimming. Now before we leave. Nope, that's it. That's everything. And that's the end of him. Just wanted to see if if there was anything else. All right, let's go after Tiger Shark and Atuma. Your reign is over, Atuma. Give up. That doesn't sound very Wolverine-like.
How dare you enter my throne room, surface dwellers? Kneel before the King of Atlantis. Fools, you will pay for your insolence. Let me teach them a lesson, Atuma. No, we will work together, Tiger Shark, and we will make them pay dearly for their transgressions against the King of Atlantis.
Alright, let's go. Now we can't fight them like this. We gotta do this. Go! Now we go over here. Gotta come down eventually, you. Ow, ow. Back over here. Ow. You're done, Mitsuma. Alright, let's go over here and get Tiger Shark to come down. Alright, back over here again. Or not. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Here we go. I couldn't see for a minute. Come on, you. Got to come down eventually. And you're done.
I will tell you nothing.
Okay, Tiger Shark.
Okay, okay. I'll talk. Tiger Shark! I'm not about to face the Atlanteans after what we did. It was the Masters of Evil. They helped Atuma in return for letting them take whatever they wanted from the catacombs. Probably. There's a lot there to search through.
Alright, let's go over here, grab this. Alright. Ah, it's the Kraken. Or supposedly the Kraken. Alright. Sun.
See you around, sucker.
Doing whatever it is Wolverine does.
Keep thinking that, Deadpool.
Easy.
These guys just don't know when to quit.
Give it up for the Iceman!
This ain't your lucky day, bub.
Okay, here we go.
Finally, my friends, it appears your luck has run out. I trust you're not the only team Colonel Fury has attempting to stop the Masters of Evil. Atuma allowed me free reign of the catacombs in return for the sonic emitters, and I just now located our prize, the Tome of Asarius. I'm sorry, but I have no time for questions. I must be on my way to the Valley of Spirits. But before I go, allow me to summon a little entertainment for you. It's the least I can do.
Yeah, it's the Kraken. Alright, this is a pretty simple boss battle. Dodge, don't bother attacking him. Dodge, stay away from when he does that. Oh, well, don't do what I just did. Just stay away from him. Oh! Eventually he's gonna smash the pillars in the way. Enemies are gonna come out. Ignore them for now. Go in here. Do this. Alright, and this will fall on him. Rinse and repeat. Pretty simple boss battle. Not much thought goes into it. And by not much thought, I mean absolutely no thought at all. He basically does the same move over and over again. I remember I got my dad to play this with me, and let's just say it wasn't easy convincing him to play a video game. My dad, he's no longer with us, but it was very difficult to get him to play a video game. I only got him to do it only with 2 Marvel games, and that was it. Ow, they got me. Please just smash it already. Ow, ow. Okay, here we go. Let's get in here. Ooh. Sorry guys, yawning in your ears. Oh, and the whole Wolverine catchphrase, I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice. That's actually that like, it was revealed in one of the comics that that was something that Wolverine didn't make up. It was actually Thor that made that up. Like Thor, well, Wolverine made I don't think Wolverine, I think Wolverine just came up with it on the spot, but in the comics, Thor, he met Wolverine's ancestor, I forgot what his name was, and Thor said his name, I forgot what his name was, but he said, well, he said, what you're the best at there is at what you do, but what you do isn't very nice. So it was Thor that came up with that catchphrase as it was revealed in later comics. And yeah, which is a pretty big surprise for me.
My target's down.
Oh boy. Come on, you. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. Now, finish him off. You're done. Got him. Yeah, let's take care of this. Dust these guys off. We did it. Okay.
Many thanks. Atlantis owes you a debt of gratitude. And Namor would like to say something.
And don't expect much gratitude from Namor. He'll thank you, but it sounds like he's grudgingly doing so.
Surface dwellers, I'll have you know I was perfectly capable of handling the situation alone.
Say, very prideful too.
Yes, well, you did. So I suppose I should thank you. You now have my permission to leave Atlantis.
Yeah, but for that, let's kick these guys' butts.
See you around, sucker.
Alright, now we are going to leave Atlantis. And that's it.
You did a good job in Atlantis. Who knows? Atlanteans may even start to tolerate us surface dwellers. And that's why your next stop is his palace in the Valley of Spirits. Yes, I want you to discuss things with Mandarin. Find out what the Masters of Evil are planning. Talk to Black Widow for additional information. Or see Mr. Wingfoot if you're ready to go now. Iron Man. Storm.
Here we go.